Good morning, everybody. Today I'm taking you along for another What I Eat in a Day video. We have been in the middle of a whole lot of snow here right now, and we're on our second snow day. So we're doing a homeschooling day, but I figured while I'm stuck at home, why not show you what I'm eating? So here we go. I'm going to bring you along with me all day long, show you everything I'm eating while I'm home, and we're going to chat a little bit about my health journey, where I'm at, where I want to go, and all that, because I've been doing a bit of reflecting lately, and I want to talk about it because it'll help me get it out into the universe and make it real, right? So I have my coffee. It's just a black coffee this morning. I've got my oatmeal in the microwave, and I'm about to dig in. Here's my oatmeal. I have cauliflower rice and oats in here, a scoop of the Earth Champ protein powder, tons of berries, and I topped it off with a bit of flax and a splash of soy milk just to get it to that right consistency that I like. And that is my breakfast for this morning. The same thing I eat most days because keeping it simple and on repeat just helps me stay consistent. And I like it. Okay, there. My kids are outside sledding and playing in the snow for a little bit, so I thought this was the perfect time to do just a little chat. I want to remind everybody that I make these videos as a way for myself to stay accountable, to share a bit of my journey, to show you guys that things don't always have to be hard, but also to kind of share in the hard moments as well. And not necessarily as like medical advice or anything like that. It's more so just sharing my experiences along this journey. So I have lost 72 pounds up to this point, and I celebrate that greatly. I'm very excited with the progress I've made. It's been a long journey. It's been very slow over the last 6 years or so that I've lost this weight. The last 35 pounds have been over the last 2 years. So things did speed up a little bit for a little while as I really did some research and figured out what actually worked for me. And I eat a mostly whole food plant-based diet. I do eat some processed foods in there once in a while, but I mainly tried to focus on the whole foods. And I've been looking at where I've been for the last month to 6 month range and just reflecting because I kind of have that feeling of being stuck again and not really seeing the scale moving that much, at least not as much as I would like it to see. I've kind of been fluctuating the same 3 to 4 pounds over the last couple months and really haven't been seeing that much of a downward trend. Now, I do want to say that I weigh myself every single day. I have the Hume Body Pod scale. I do have a code for it. I'll put it down if you are interested in looking into that and getting a discount. I have that for you. But I step on this scale every single day because it gives me more data than just my weight. So I can track my daily weights and see trends. I can track my muscle, my water weight. I can track my fat and that kind of stuff. So even though the scale has kind of been fluctuating the last couple of months, the same 3 to 4 pounds, I just took a moment to actually zoom out and look at all my data that I've been collecting, and I can see progress, which is great. And I see progress when I look at progress pictures as well, which is also great. So I know that what I'm doing is not completely in vain, that I'm not just wasting my time, at least. And that's good. So I see that I have some muscle growth. I see that I have some decrease in the fat on my body, and that my weight really hasn't done that much. When I do zoom out, it is still trending down. I'll put all these images on the screen for you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So when I do zoom out, I see that my weight has been trending down, but over the last couple months, it's kind of been just variable in the same range and not really making a ton of progress. So I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do with this information, because when I really first started changing my diet and adding in more whole foods, more vegetables, more starches, less processed foods, the weight came off, and it felt like it came off easily. Hold on. Sorry, we had a sledding emergency I had to deal with. Anyway, I think what I was saying was when I first made these diet changes, the weight felt like it came off easily. And as time has passed, it has gotten harder. And that is very common. So when you come from a standard American diet or just a diet really high in processed foods, and then you start eliminating that stuff, it's going to naturally put you into a calorie deficit, and you're going to see weight loss, and probably quick weight loss, because you probably have water weight to lose. You probably have you know, things you're holding on to that you just let go once your body realizes you're like fueling it the way that it should be fueled. And so it feels easy in the beginning. But then as you become a smaller person, you need a larger calorie deficit. So the original deficit that I made by just changing what I was eating a little bit is no longer sufficient for the size that I am now. And that just happens on any type of weight loss journey, no matter what kind of diet you are following. And so now I'm at a part where I like what I eat. I feel good with what I eat, but it's not enough for me to be in a calorie deficit because I'm looking at the data and I'm seeing that it has slowed down to almost just maintenance. And that's great. It's good to know that I can maintain what I've lost, that I can feel good where I'm at. However, I do have a little bit more that I would like to lose. And as much as I'm happy with the muscle I've put on, I'm happy with the fat I've taken off, but my fat percentage is kind of what I'm using as a gauge more so than my actual weight right now, because I like to be able to get under 30% because I'm short. And so I carry my weight very obviously. If I gain weight, it's very obvious because I'm short. And so I am still right around that 30% range for body fat. And so I would like to be able to get that number down into a more healthy range. However, to do that, obviously I'm going to need to make changes and adjustments. And I'm at that point where I'm like, do I really want to? Because it's hard. It's not easy. I am just trying to play around with ideas of what exactly I can do to make it not hard, to make it as easy as I can. So what I plan on doing is kind of coming up with my own, not reset, but my own plan. And it's going to be a lot of what I already do. But what I want to do today is focus on getting back to my basics. I didn't do this at breakfast time, but I'm going to kind of weigh out my vegetables just to make sure I'm hitting the range that I want to hit. My habit has been that I eat 1.5 to 2 pounds of non-starchy vegetables every day, and that helps me lower my overall calories by eating the bulk of my meals as like a lower calorie food. So I'm going to weigh that out to make sure I'm still in the 1.5 to 2 pound range. I'm going to make sure I'm drinking all my water. I'm going to make sure I get my steps. These are all things I've already been doing, but I actually want to be really mindful about them and just track them for a few days and see that what I'm doing is actually what I think I'm doing and that I'm not like slacking anywhere, that could potentially be adding just enough calories to keep me in maintenance instead of lowering. So that's the plan. Basically, I want to get back to basics. I'm going to weigh my vegetables for a few days. I'm going to really focus on, the whole foods, not bringing in a ton of processed foods, maybe none at all, to try to get the scale moving again. But how I know if I'm making progress or not is just by tracking the data, like I'm always talking about. So right now, the data is showing me that I am in a maintenance phase, and I would like to get out of that maintenance phase. So I'm going to make a couple tweaks. I'm going to pay attention to the amount of vegetables I'm eating, making sure I'm hitting closer to 2 pounds for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to reevaluate and see if that is enough to get the scale moving. And if it's not, then I will reevaluate again and adjust and repeat the process until that scale starts moving. So it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of playing like scientists with yourself, collecting data, looking at it, analyzing what's going on, realizing where you're falling short. Even if you think you're doing really well, maybe there's areas where you're not doing so well and you're just kind of telling yourself that you are. So I'm going to track all my stuff for a few days, see where I fall, and then adjust again as needed. Throwing together a very quick lunch, I just weighed out and air fried a bunch of zucchini and peppers, which cooked down to like nothing. So I'm kind of sad about that. And then you saw all the green beans that were on my plate. I've been snacking on them as I've been cooking. So there's only a little bit left there. I have a couple pre-cooked Japanese sweet potatoes, and I'm going to add on the end of these baked beans. I made these the other day. I did like a brunch style breakfast, and these are super yum. They're very hot. I just warmed them up in the microwave. But that is going to be my lunch for right now. I also did snack on a small Japanese sweet potato, so I had another one of those too. So this is my lunch. I got my veggies. I got some starches. I got some protein there. I'm probably going to add a little bit of Capital City Mambo sauce on top of my veggies and dig in. My workout is complete. I hopped on the treadmill to catch up on steps because it's so snowy outside and nobody wants to be out there. So I got some steps on the treadmill and I just made myself an iced green tea. I added my creatine into here, so I'm going to be sipping on this while I go do some other stuff around the house, and then I'll be back for dinner, which is something I think I did in another video recently, but we decided we wanted it again. For dinner, I pulled out the Vegan Instant Pot Cookbook by Nisha Vora, and there's a bunch of good recipes in this book, and one that we tend to go back to is the spiced lentil, kale, and sausage soup. Let me show you the picture of it again. It looks really, really nice in the picture. It's not going to look that nice when I make it because I don't have any vegan sausage. I'm subbing that out with tempeh that I just crumbled up in a container and I popped in the fridge with some coconut aminos and fennel and garlic and onion and some liquid smoke and just like shook it up. Oh, and some smoked paprika just to give it like a sausagey feel. And I'm letting that marinate for the afternoon until I'm ready to throw together the rest of this soup. That's going to be dinner tonight. I got a little snacky, so I just sliced up a bunch of cucumber, ignore the random piece of tomato, cucumber, and I mixed up a little bit of hummus with some salsa. And when you mix it together, it gets all like creamy and really delicious. And if you haven't tried that, highly recommend because it's a good combination. And I'm just going to snack on this. So I have my soup all ready and cooked up here. And I'm very excited to serve myself a giant bowl of that. And then I think I'm going to top it with, I have some tofu sour cream in my fridge. It's made with silken tofu that probably should get used. So I think I'm going to put a dollop of that on top just to make it creamy and add like a nice cooling texture to it. And that is going to be my complete dinner, just soup tonight. And this is where I am wrapping up this video. I didn't have anything else to eat after that bowl and a half of soup that you just saw, which was very delicious, by the way. I have made that a handful of times and I will continue making it because it's just so good and full of veggies and protein and it's just so cozy and warming on cold winter nights like tonight. So it was perfect. And between breakfast and dinner, I didn't weigh my non-starchy veggies, but I know that between those two meals, I got at least a half a pound there. So I definitely hit more than a pound and a half of non-starchy veggies. I do want to be more mindful and really pay attention to that going forward for the rest of the week, just to make sure that every day I am kind of in that range. I'm pretty confident that I am, but I just want to make sure that I am, because if I'm not, that's something that I can easily adjust and tweak, adding in more veggies to keep the like calorie density of my meals overall pretty low. So that's my focus for this week, seeing if I can get more veggies in. That's always the goal. Veggies, veggies, veggies. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was interesting seeing a little bit of my thought process of where I am, where I'd like to be, what I'm going to do to try to get there. It's just a game of trial and error, unfortunately. Like there is no answer besides for you need to be in a calorie deficit if you want to lose weight. And I want to be healthy while I do it too. So I focus on whole foods as much as I can. So that's where we are. That's where we're going. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss another one. And I will see you in the next video.